So we joined the Dolphins on this third down. It's the ball is on our 24-yard line. The previous play was a sack caused by a breakdown in twist pickup between Jackson and Flowers. So looking at the passing tree for this third down, we've got trips left empty, twins at the top of the screen. In terms of passing routes and who's on the field, looking at the trips first, we've got Hollands on the outside, who's running the go route or the old-fashioned number 9. We've got Bowden, who's running the out-breaking route at 15 yards. And then at Y, we've got Gazicki, who's running the flat at 3 yards deep. And the twin side, at Ford on the inside, we've got an in-breaking route at 13 yards. And then Gaskin's running the shallow cross. Interestingly, at the trip side, this is what they call a flood play or flood concept. You want to flood all the zones in the coverage and essentially make the defense wrong. So let's have a look to see how the defense is going to cover it. So once again, the Raiders are trying to disguise their defense. It looks like cover 1 across the board with the 1 high safety, but really they're going to roll, or roll means shift to a 2 high look and play zones underneath the zone, top of the zone being the first down marker. They want to keep everyone in front of them. And then the safeties are going to patrol, not get beat deep, and then provide some deep support. So let's have a look to see how that works. So now we're going to look at the wide film of the passing tree. We're saying up front that Tua has to scramble because pass protection, 5-man pass protection, breaks down against 3 D linemen. So interestingly, just something to draw your attention to. So up front, we have on the trip side, we've got Hollands, number 9, who has an outside release and runs the go route, which runs through the back of the zone is open. Got Gazicki, who's on the flat, which is going to be open. And then we've got on the top of the twins, we've got Gaskin doing the shallow cross, who, with a little bit more route running experience, could be a threat for moving forward for next year. So let's have a look. Again, just to say, pass pressure breaks down, so Tua's about to scramble. Okay, so at this point in time, he must know that he has a fade route to the outside. He must be able to see the safety. Hopefully he can see the safety. Hasn't really widened. So right now, difficult throw when he's scrambling, but that's open. As he scrambles, Gazicki, his hot route is open on the flat, doesn't take it. And then we've got Gaskin, who's running across the formation. If he settles into that zone, would basically hold both those linebackers. However, what we do see is that because Tua is a competitor, he wants to get the first down. Ford's running across the route. The difficulty with this route is that he's run through the zones, and you can see that the defender's closing on him. It's a difficult throw. The defender breaks well, but we have Hollands open down here and Gazicki open as well. So let's have a look at pass pro to see why Tua is forced out of the pocket. Okay, so now looking at the pass pro scheme, we know already from the wide film that it breaks down. It's particularly frustrating because we've got a 3-man rush, we've got 2 defensive ends and a nose tackle against 5 blockers. The key here is that we get a double team on 99 between Carreras and Davis. And then Jackson and Hunt basically get pushed back. But let's have a look to see how ugly it looks in the coach's film. Okay, so now we're going to look at the mess that's pass protection. Instantly, the main issue is that I've no idea why it's gone blurry. Sorry, the tackles both get driven back, and Tua is forced off his spot. Again, I apologise for the blurry film. What I want to highlight is 2 negative things, both with Flowers and Carreras. They're both gone at the time of filming with Washington. Flowers is with Washington, Carreras has gone back to New England. But highlight Davis's positive play. So we get a double team between the centre and the right guard. Good step down, engaged here. Davis takes over. Now that's a kill. This is not aggressive enough from Carreras. He's basically behind Jesse Davis. He's caused a seam. And look, it's Davis who's blocking. Why isn't Carreras up there? This is a kill shot. This should be a double team. All right, now, again, not to beat down on Flowers, but this is lazy. I understand why Flowers has gone. So we're just going to watch Flowers here. Like, he's not doing any work at all here. he can see that there's no linebacker for him to cover, so he should be engaged. He should turn his hips now and come down and help Jackson with that guy. Still not there, just at the end does something, but could have done more sooner. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with our tackles, with Liam Eichenberg coming in from Notre Dame in the draft last weekend. But although it's a bad throw from Tua, he's been forced to scramble by poor pass protection from the offensive line.